we are really lucky to have a special guest here with us today. Emma Morrison is from Chapleau Cree First Nation in Ontario, and she secured Miss World Canada, being the first Indigenous woman to do so in the pageant's history. She's here with us today to give motivational speeches and to just have some fun. So please help me give a warm welcome to Emma Morrison.
Okay. Thanks, Doug. Okay, awesome. We will just be one moment. Sorry. All right. Hello, everyone. So my name is Emma Morrison, as Tika introduced me just a moment ago. I'm 22 years old, and I am a very, very proud Indigenous woman from Chapleau Cree First Nation, which is in Treaty 9, that's Ontario. But before we get started, it took me about 2 plane rides here and an hour-long drive. So I think I need to just stretch just a little bit, get the blood pumping. Doug, let's hit it. Everybody, stand up, please. Everyone, get up. I gotta stretch too. Everyone up. I know we probably have some cool kids in here, but you know, I'm looking at you. I came all this way. Everyone up. Don't be shy. We're all friends. So, what we're gonna do is just stretch. I was on a long drive here, so everyone follow me. Oh, the kids were so enthusiastic before. Let's show them what the grade 5, 6, 7, 8 has. Keep following me. Stretch that way. And now we're going to do little hip circles. Oh, I know, we're so cool here, right? Oh, wow, look at all these cool kids. All right, now we're gonna stretch this way. Stretch those little wrists and fingers. Stretch. And this way. Stretch. Reach. This way. Over here. Roll those little wrists. And then this way. So, I don't know about you guys, but I used to play basketball. So, I used to do this stretch a lot. Everyone stretch it out. Stretch it out. This one, this leg, perfect. And then one last little stretch over here. Now baby, stand up. Like this. Like that. Over here. Oh yeah. And then this way, perfect. Okay, thanks, Doug. So, everyone take a seat. But something I want to mention was with the grades, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, I gave away a prize because I love playing games, and I don't know about you guys, but I love money. So there's a chance that you guys could win some prizes, some money, and one little girl, she won just for participating and having fun. So that's what we're gonna do here today, just have fun. And if I could see the most enthusiastic person here, I think I have a few prizes. And it's pretty easy, you just gotta have fun and have a good time. But anyways, before we get started, I'm gonna just share a little bit about my journey so far. So, I lived in Chapleau, which is a really small town. Does anyone know where Chapleau is in Ontario? No one. That's totally okay. Does anyone know where Timmins is? 2 or 3? Tim's, well, there's no Tim's in Chapleau because it's so small. Oh. Early dismissal? Okay. early dismissal. Holy, I never had any of those. Okay. Awesome. All right, early dismissal. Yeah! Awesome. All right, so I don't know what time it is, but I think we still have some time. But sounds good, buddy. Alrighty, so Chapleau, small town. Can somebody just shout out what the population of this school is? Yeah? Awesome. What's your name? Keegan? Awesome, Keegan. You rock. So, Keegan says 230 people. At my school growing up, it was 70. Small school. We did not even have a Tim Hortons in my town. We got a Subway, which was awesome that I worked at. But in my town, what we did was that we played sports. So you could see that I'm pretty tall. So I loved basketball, volleyball, and then I ran track and field, cross country, soccer, downhill ski, cross country ski, snowshoe, anything that I could play to keep myself physically active in my town, because that's all there was to do in my small town. I'm not talking bad about my town at all. I love where I come from, but it's just very small. And then on the weekend, we love to go camping. My family, we were all about camping, hunting, and fishing. I think we're around a bay or something here. Does anyone go fishing at all here? Sweet. So we have some fishers. Any hunters? Few hunters, awesome. So here and there, me too, all good. I actually shot my first partridge when I was 12, and that was something I'm really proud of. And I cleaned it, and I fed it to my family. But that's what I really like to do. On the weekend, I was in the bush. Throughout the school week, I was playing sports. So when I was 16 years old, so a little bit older than you guys here, I got a message on Facebook, and it was a pageant director, and she was asking me, "Hey Emma, you got a nice profile. Want to join my pageant?" And I was like, no. There's no way I'm walking in heels. Do you see my profile? I'm literally holding a fish. Like, that is not me. I go hunting, fishing, play sports. Does anybody know what a pageant is? So we're familiar. For those who don't know, it's like a competition. And when I heard of that, I'm like, okay, I play sports. I think I might be pretty good at this. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. But that did not come easy whatsoever. When I said yes to compete in this pageant, I messaged back the lady on Facebook. I'm like, okay, sure, we'll do it. I'm really scared, but we'll give it a shot. Because pageantry was so unheard of in my town. We're hunting, we're fishing. A few years ago, we were crowned the ultimate fishing town, so everyone fishes, everyone hunts. And I was playing sports, so I'm like, pageantry, I don't know. I was so comfortable with my everyday routine. I was very comfortable with my little bubble that I formed of myself in my small little town. And stepping outside of my comfort zone was something that I hardly ever did, because I had a lot of anxiety. Does anybody know what anxiety is, or they felt it before? And it's not fun, it really sucks. I'm gonna share a story, and I realize this is being live streamed, but whatever. I had so much anxiety to the point where I was always passing out and throwing up. But you know what? I'm not ashamed to share that, because it is what it is. This is my whole entire life. So when I messaged back the pageant director, this was in 2017 in May. So to paint a little picture of how bad my anxiety was, I'm going to tell you a story. This happened in March of 2017. And I'm walking to work because I just got my braces off. And I was so excited because I had them on for 3 freaking years. Oh, and we didn't have an orthodontist in my town, so I had to go to Timmins, which is a 2-hour drive there and back every month. Anyways, I'm walking to work, got my braces off. I'm like, yeah, got a new shiny set of teeth. I'm gonna show it off to the whole town because I work at the grocery store. But then my anxiety got triggered because I remembered back to a conversation I had with my orthodontist. And how this went was that I had 2 sets of permanent retainers glued on the back of my teeth. And I remember when he was like, I'm gonna take this off. I remember when he was gluing them in, it felt really funny in my mouth. And I was like, oh, I don't really like this feeling. Like, how long do I have to wear these braces, like retainers for? And he's like, Emma, you're gonna have to wear them for the rest of your life. Then I was like, oh God. I feel so uncomfortable with this new feeling in my mouth, and it made me suddenly feel so claustrophobic in my own body. So this triggered my anxiety, and I'm thinking about this conversation at work. I was so excited about my teeth, and then now I'm like, I'm doomed. I'm gonna be feeling like claustrophobic, stuck in my body for the rest of my life. And I know how silly that sounds. Like, there's probably people here that have permanent retainers, and it's like, psh, it comes with the territory with having braces. But for me, this freaked me out. So I'm at work, I'm scanning people through at the grocery store. It's like beep, beep, and then I start feeling sweaty because I'm thinking about my anxiety. And then I start like seeing spots everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out. And so I had somebody at my till. I'm like, I'll be a minute because I'm gonna pass out right now. And she's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, ah. And so I walk over to the front of all the caches, trying to make my way to the office, and I'm like slowly depleting on the ground. And there I lied on the floor, passed out in front of everybody at the grocery store. But not only that, I ended up getting sick everywhere. It was horrible, but that was my pretty beautiful anxiety that I had in my life at that time. So as I mentioned, this was 2 months before my pageant. So you could only imagine how scared I was trying something new, knowing that I had all this anxiety. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna pass out on stage and everyone's gonna judge me. But regardless of all that, I still found strength and courage within myself. And I found that from my support system, which was my family. My mom's my biggest supporter ever. Same with my stepdad, my dad, my stepmom. And they were always there for me whenever I felt like I was gonna fall to the ground and pass out. So that made me feel really comfortable competing at my pageant, my very first pageant ever. So I walked through the pageant doors, Miss North Ontario, and I noticed that I was the only, is that another?
Just to let everyone know that the students that would normally get on the Hamilton bus, again, they will be getting on at 12:30. So that's all the students that go to Hamilton are to get on the 12:30 bus.
Okay, so I walked through the pageant doors, and I don't know if you guys know this feeling, but for me, I noticed very quickly that me, Miss Chaplow, Miss Thunder Bay, and Miss Hearst were the only Indigenous delegates at this event. So here comes my anxiety again. I'm feeling like I'm alone, but I pushed through regardless of how challenging it was, and I ended up winning the title of Miss Northern Ontario, being the first Indigenous woman to hold this title. And then I moved forward to nationals because winning the regional pageant, they moved the title holder up to nationals to represent all of Northern Ontario. So, that scared me. But regardless of my anxiety and all the challenges I faced, I was able to win the title of Miss Teenage Canada, being the first Indigenous woman to hold this title as well. And something that I've been practicing is being proud and celebrating your accomplishments, and also celebrating other people's accomplishments too, whether that's your friends, your brother, your auntie. You always clap for them and you cheer for them if you hear success within your nation or your community. So, and I began my reign as Miss Teenage Canada, and when that came to a close, I graduated high school. I then spent 4 years away from pageantry, and I decided that I wanted to join again because I began reconnecting to my culture. Is heavy topics okay? Can I talk about 2:15? Okay, so I began reconnecting to my culture after the 215 unmarked graves were found at Kamloops Residential School. And this inspired me to reconnect because I felt so mad and so sad about this situation, because I've had family members go to residential school, and I'm sure a lot of people here today, here watching, in some way have been impacted by residential school. So I began reconnecting by making beadwork and ribbon skirts, ribbon dresses, and dancing in powwows again. And I felt like I was on a very, very good path. So I said yes. I got another message on Facebook asking me, hey, do you want to join Miss World Canada? And I was like, sure. I wasn't nervous anymore. I was feeling very confident because I was connecting to my culture, and I was feeling very, very good about that. So I walk into Miss World Canada day one after spending 4 months preparing, and I felt like I was 16 years old again because I was back in the same position. I walked in day one, there's 50 girls there, and only I, myself, and one other delegate was Indigenous. But I'm like, okay, we're gonna push those feelings, that anxiety aside, and we're just gonna compete and have fun. I'm gonna wear my ribbon skirts in rehearsals, wear my beadwork, and I actually presented something called a Beauty with a Purpose project, meaning that all delegates needed to have something developed in their communities that strives to provide change and hope. And mine was reconnecting through ribbon skirts. And I presented that to a panel of judges. I was awarded that title. And then after competing for 1 week, I was crowned this year's Miss World Canada, being the first Indigenous woman to hold this title. Oh, thank you. And I'll be set to go on to Miss World next year. Location to be determined, but I'll be competing somewhere for 1 month. Previous years has been held in London, England. This year, it's held in Dubai. A few years ago, China, Puerto Rico. But regardless, I'll be competing for 1 month to represent Canada there, and also presenting Reconnecting Through Ribbon Skirts on now the international stage. I'm so excited for that. But now, as Miss World Canada, I've been going to different communities to speak to youth, Indigenous peoples, about stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying something new. But one thing I do want to share is I learned something through a young girl. She was 15 years old. This part always makes me cry, so I'm going to try my best not to cry. But does anybody know what the feeling of pride? And that's not a bad feeling at all. Have you ever felt proud for somebody else or yourself? A lot more hands, I hope, should be up. That feeling is so important. And I learned this from a young girl. I was coaching her for a pageant, and it was the same one that I won back in 2017, the one that I thought I was gonna pass out. But she was competing for the title of Miss North Ontario, and I wanted to help her. And I did it completely for free. So every month for 4 months, we're on phone calls. She was texting me. I was preparing for her pageant. And then I told her, you know, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to make it to your pageant. I have prior commitments. But throughout our preparations, I was always telling her, you know, you have to surrender to what the universe has in store for you. You could work so hard, but sometimes the universe has a bigger plan. So I told her, I can't make it to your pageant. I'm so sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I have something to do that weekend. But I don't even know, the universe was like, no, Emma, you need to be there at that pageant. And so I was traveling from point A to point B, and her pageant was right in the middle. So I was able to go and surprise her at the pageant. And this young Indigenous, oh gosh, I'm gonna start crying. Okay. This young Indigenous lady from Atikameksheng First Nation ended up winning the title that I won previously. And you know, that's so special to be able to be a part of someone's success and achievements. But I was on the phone with her a few days ago, and I was telling her, I'm trying to explain how proud I am of her at only 15 years old. She was able to go on stage, and she was competing against women who were like 24. And there was 30 girls at her pageant, and she's up on stage, 15, and a few of the girls she was competing against were business owners, and they were in their third year's bachelor degrees. She was 15, but she worked so hard. I'm trying to tell her how proud I am of her, and I'm like, you know, when I went to Canada's Wonderland for the first time, I truly felt like I understood the word awesome, because I went on the Yukon Striker, I went on the Behemoth, and the Leviathan, and I'm like, those rides were awesome. But Tia, when you won Miss Ontario, I really understood what the word proud meant. I am so proud of you. I really hope that everyone here today could find that moment of pride that I was able to find within that young girl, whether that's within yourself or within a friend or somebody in your community. It's so important to celebrate your peers' success or your own success. One more thing I want to talk about. You know what, first, I want to play a game. Does anybody like games here? Oh, perfect. I love games. Then I'll close off what I was about to say at the end because it's really important and I want to leave it on that message. So, I do have a few prizes. Does anybody like money? Oh, I love money too. I think money is one of my best friends because I love it when I can go to a powwow and I have a few extra bucks and go get a lemonade, scone dog. Anyways, so we're gonna play a game. This is how it's gonna go. It's a surprise, Keegan, right? Tegan. But we're gonna play a few games, just have a little bit of fun because early dismissal, what? So we're gonna keep the good vibes up. So it's called a questions game. We played it with the kindergartens, and I missed an important rule of the game, so I'm gonna explain that. I'm gonna ask a question, and if it applies to you, you have to stand up. And I'm gonna ask another question, and if it applies to you, you have to sit down. And the point of the game is that we're gonna have a few winners, or maybe one winner. And we got some pretty good prizes, not gonna lie. Maybe like 50 bucks? What? Okay, so now that I got your attention, I'm gonna go over here, get my little piece of paper. Fairly low. All right. I hope everyone is listening. All right. So, questions game. So, all right. If you are, oh, everyone stand up. Sorry. This is how if it applies to you, you have to sit down. So, if you want 50 bucks, this is pretty easy. You gotta stand up and sit down and hope that you're the last one standing. Easy 50 bucks, guys. Easy. Oh. What? Okay. Okay, so questions game. We're gonna explain the rules. I'm gonna say, example, sit down if you're wearing black socks. If you're wearing black socks, darn it, you're gonna have to sit down. But then, if you're sitting down, stay sitting down. This is where it got confusing with the younger grades. They were standing up, hey, that applies to me, I'm gonna stand up. No, we're gonna try and narrow down the numbers. That's the point of the game. Okay, so, everyone, start standing, please. Free 50 bucks, man. All right. So, sit down if you are, sit down if you're wearing blank. And if it applies to you, sit down. And then stay sitting. Got it? We're good? Okay. Sit down if you are wearing long socks. Ugh, it's okay, guys. Sit down if you have a ring on. If you're wearing any rings. We're good? Got no one with that one. All right. If you are wearing white socks. White socks, sit down and remain sitting. Sit down if you are wearing a hat. Check your heads if you got a hat on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Now sit down if you are wearing buttons. You have a button-up shirt or a button on your jeans or a button on your hat. All right. Sit down if you are wearing white shoes. Oh, darn. Any white on your shoes? Any white? No white shoes? All right, hey. Oh, I have this one here. I'm sorry if you are born in June. You have to sit down. You're born in June. I'm sorry, Geminis. I'm sorry, Cancers. If you are wearing jeans, you have to sit down. I'm so sorry. All right. If you have, if you have a tattoo, sit down. No tattoos? Okay, I guess we're only 14 years old. So. If you have green on today, I'm sorry, it's on the paper. No, everyone, if you're still standing, can you raise your hand? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're born in September, you gotta sit down. Now, if you are wearing leggings, you gotta sit down. How many people do we have? 3? Okay, these are the last 2, so it's on the paper, I promise. If you were born in March, no, okay. This last one, I promise it's on the paper. If you're wearing a hoodie. I'm sorry. Oh. All right, we have 2 standing. Okay. Raise your hand if you're standing. We have a teacher. Wait, is there only one person? the blue in the back and then the black right here. Okay, you two, I'm gonna, Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Okay. Blue and black, come join me at center stage, please. Woo! All right, yes. Center stage. Now here, $50. This you could order online or bring it to a store, but you could use this anywhere. So back to back right here. You don't have to be touching. Look this way, and then blue shirt, stand right behind her, back to back. And then look that way. So how this game works is that I'm gonna tell a little story, and you guys are gonna just walk ahead of you. Just keep a little stroll, a little pep in your step. And then you're gonna, when you hear the word zap, you have to turn around and zap the person. And whoever does it first wins. Do we understand the rules? Yes? Okay. So can you help me watch? Okay. All right. Shh. So when I begin talking, you guys take a few steps. Okay. So I was on an airplane yesterday, and Dante, just take a few steps when I'm talking. So I was on an airplane yesterday, and the stewardess came up to me and was like, Emma, do you want any peanuts? And I was like, no, I think I want like chips or something. She's like, we don't have any chips, but we got cookies, peanuts. Oh, look outside the window there, you could see a bear. It's like, what? There's no way, we're about 30,000 feet up in the air, or 3,000 feet up in the air. There's no bears. Yeah, Emma, look out the window. Zap! I think we have a winner over here. Black shirts. All good. We got more money to win anyways. So, what's your... Malaya. Big round of applause for Malaya, everyone. Woo! Yeah! Here you go, Malaya. $50. I have not decided yet. How much time do you have? Okay. Okay. So, everybody, we're gonna play one more game, but I just want to get to my little point of my story earlier before we end off. So, I really had a hard time being proud of my own accomplishments, and that's something that I just don't want to do anymore. When I do something awesome, like if I'm feeling like I have anxiety and I just get on the bus, that's a big accomplishment, and I want to just give myself a little pat on the back. So if you feel like that you have done something awesome, don't be afraid to share that with some pride and say it with some chest, because it took me 22 years to be proud of myself. That's so sad to say out loud, but now I'm here and I'm having fun with all of you guys here today. And one main message that I like to share too, I shared this with the younger grades before, is that it's so easy and it's so fun to have fun in your everyday life. So that's why I like giving away some money, playing some games, because it's so much fun. And so my main message here is just to have fun. So with that being said, what's my main message? It's to have fun. And so what's more fun than playing games and winning prizes? Okay, I shouldn't say that. The spirit of the game is what's fun. Okay. No, but it's true. Having fun is the most important part. So I see that, what is it? Paul Keegan says, Paul says, Simon says, Is that the game that everyone wants to play? All right. Well, I don't want to disrupt the live stream, so let me get a little situated over here. Okay, we're gonna play Simon Says. Woo! But it's gonna be Emma Says. So everyone stand up. I got some good prizes over there. Oh, Emma says stand up. The game doesn't start until I say it does. So I got, all right, just to build up the anticipation, I got a $50 gift card to Tim Hortons. I got a $50 gift card to wherever, so a little Visa. And for my people who love makeup, I got a $50 gift card to Sephora. What? So this game, just about having fun. So easy money, am I right? Let's start, okay? So Emma says, put your hand on your head. Emma says, put your hand on your feet. Emma says, put your hand up in the sky and snap. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Emma says, hand on your head, hand on your knees. Oh. All right. Emma says, say hi. Emma says, bye. Emma says, snap. Emma says, look to your partner, and then look to your other partner. All right. Okay, Emma says to look forward, and then look to the side. Emma says, hand on your head. Emma says, put your hand out. Emma says, put it to the side. Emma says, point to one finger. Emma says, point to you. Emma says, put your hand on your foot. Put your hand on your knee. Oh. Emma says, 5 fingers. Emma says, high five to the person beside you. Emma says, hand on your head. And then hand on your feet. And Emma says, put your hands on your knees. Emma says, crouch. Emma says, crouch again. And then crouch again. Oh. Oh, oh. All right, Emma says if you're still in the game, put your hand up. Emma says wave it side to side. Emma says put it down. Emma says to point to your person beside you. Say hi. All right. So, everybody who is still playing the game, we are going to stay in this little, come forward, we're gonna put ourselves in a little group of people right here. Come forward, easy money, guys, come on, let's go. Early dismissal, we're having fun today. So, what we're gonna do now for the final little game, are we paying attention? Great. So, I'm gonna play a song. Do we listen to music here? Yeah. What's our favorite person? Drake. Anyone else? AC/DC. I need to know so I could play a song that possibly everyone would know. Okay, so for my people over here, I'm gonna play a song. And if you think that you know the song, you gotta put your hand up right away. Okay? I'm only gonna play the song for about 5 seconds. No, since we're a little bit older, we're gonna do it for like 3 seconds. Ah, come on. Shh. 3 seconds. So, and if you know the song, put your hand up. Shh. I'll play whatever song I want to play. All right, everyone. Pay attention. Are we listening? Yes. Okay. Doug. That was Black Sweater. Oh. Since we're a little older and it's $50, we're gonna have to go play another song that these children might know. But the song title, people, song title. That's okay, that's okay. You might know this next one. It is. Practice, that's how we play the game. Yes, love it. Okay. Doug, I'm just kidding, no pressure, it's okay, it's okay. So now that we know how to play, there's $50 on the line. We're gonna use our little ears and listen really hard. You ready, Doug? Okay, thank you to Tika, because I was not paying attention. But I got eyes on the back of my head. All right. Do you know the song Red Sunglasses? Looking right at you. Yes. Sweater Weather? I think that was the name of the song. Woo! All right, what's your name? What's your name? Charlie? All right, Charlie, join me center stage. Everyone else, take a little seat. Good job. Everyone clap for your friends. Okay. All right, $50. What? Charlie, what are you gonna buy with your money? What are you gonna buy with your $50? Oh, look at you. You're a smart spender. Charlie's gonna save it. There you go, Charlie. Congratulations. Everyone, round of applause for Charlie. So that is the end of my little time here. But I had lots of fun. And my main message today, again, is be proud of your accomplishments. Give yourself a little pat on the back once in a while. Have lots of fun, because you might have a speaker come in here and give you money just for having fun and for playing games. Who had the most fun here today? I don't really know. Everyone kind of looks like me. I had fun. I had so much fun, I guess. Okay. Who is the most excited? All right. We have one more prize to give away, just for the person who looked like they were so engaged, they were having lots of fun, and they looked like they were having a good time here. The guy in the yellow shirt, glasses, over there. Woo! Come join me over here, buddy. Just for having fun, you get a $50 gift card to Tim Hortons. What? What? Here you go, buddy. You're so welcome. All right. See what I mean? Main message today is have lots of fun with your friends, at school, wherever you are, because that makes you a really, really good friend and an awesome person to be around. He looked like he was having lots of fun, so $50. Tim's, not a big deal. So that is the end of my time here today. Thank you so much for being awesome and having lots of fun with me here. It's been great. Bye, everyone.
On behalf of AGS, Leia has a little present for you just to say thank you for being here, for speaking to all the children, and having fun. So thank you.
Okay, we'll do a little haul. Got an umbrella. Woo! Little lunch bag. Yeah. Oh, coffee mug, a lanyard, a pen. Aww. A little sweater to remember you guys by. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me, everyone. Have a good day.